Here we go.
Okay. Well, welcome. This is Swiftwater. Payload map, obviously. I think it's the only payload, or I guess Upward kind of counts, but since Upward has a competitive version, this is the only version that's like 1-to-1 for like default TF2 to the competitive version. So I'm just gonna go over each point and then go over callouts, and then I'll go over offense and then defense. And then basically just after each point, I'll ask if anyone has any questions, and then I can just clarify anything for you. And we'll just go point by point, and then hopefully get to the end. Starting with first, going over callouts. This whole bit here is called river, or sometimes people call it sewer, but river, sewer, same difference. You can just call this shed or shack. People will often say like roof, referring to this roof here. I'll get into positioning in regards to that a little bit later. There's also tunnel, which is here. Then you have house. Some people call it like mansion, but house or mansion, whatever you want to call that. And then up here, this is called apartments. So I will say technically this whole area here is what's actually apartments, but this is considered apartments too. So like especially like on first, if you said, hey, there's someone apartments, that would mean that they're up here somewhere. Because there's going to be a gate right here. It doesn't open until first is capped. So this is just still apartments for first. That's pretty much it for callouts. You might be wondering like, oh, why is there not a callout for this? Like the fence thing. That's because you don't really hold it. Which now gets me to talking into about how to play these points. So with first, it's kind of a giveaway point. It's pretty similar to like visual first. Excuse me, I was coughing there, so I wanted to turn my mic off. It's pretty similar to visual first. It's like you want to delay as much as you can, but it's not really worth risking anyone for it. Generally on offense, what you're going to do is have your soldier immediately bomb onto the roof here and clear off anyone that's standing on it. You have scout and energy on cart. I also like to have my heavy on cart as well. So I would say send your heavy too. And your heavy's basically just going to be security for your cart. Because what's going to happen is a lot of times the enemy team might send someone like into house here or whatever. And the goal of that is to basically just stop cart. So I've seen sometimes heavies will just like stay revved right here, and then once the cart is close enough, they'll just peek out the corner, and then because they're staying revved, they have that massive damage boost, and then they just wipe people on the cart. That's just a really good way to like delay time. So the way to counter that would just be to have your own heavy on cart as well, helping out. You can take your sniper out to right over here. You have this nice little angle looking over here into tunnel. Your demo can either bomb in like this, and basically just shoot a bunch of stickies in here. I messed up that one, but you get the idea. Or alternatively, like if your soldier, I would say if you are going to do that bomb, you want to do it with your soldier. So that would be after all you already clear off roof. And of course, demo can help at the beginning with just doing like this and clearing off roof like that. Once you clear off a roof, no worries. Once you clear off a roof, then you can have your demo go down here to sewer, and then you can basically just spam from here. And this is a really good spam against enemy combo. Especially you can charge your shots a little more, because enemy combos can be holding right in this back area here. So just having stickies in this general vicinity is always really good.
No one's going to be holding there, because I've seen in Swiftwater them holding way up. Like Swiftwater, they do that a lot.
It has nothing to do with Pub Swiftwater. Pub Swiftwater is completely different.
Yeah, but they're all NC, so what do we do if they're running pub strats?
They won't. If for some reason they do, then you should be able to just take an exchange on them, like, pretty much right away.
Got it.
But the thing is, this is just such a shit hold, because you have no protection from up top. You can just have a soldier in demo, like, high bomb it. Just getting med buff and then just high bomb it, and there's, like, nothing they can do.
Got it.
I will say, especially for demo, you can actually, if they are holding here, you can run parachute. And then just go all the way up in the air.
I might have to leave for preparing for a product official. I didn't realize I had one.
We're gonna record it and put it on YouTube.
All right. Well, any particular sniper or scout tips before I go?
I'll mention all of it in the recording.
Okay, well,
But I don't know, there's not too much I can say that only really covers one point.
alright, I'll just go then. Watch it later.
Alright.
Yeah.
See ya.
Is it already recording?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll head out for midterm studying.
Yeah,
I'll
if you
watch
got something
recording time.
really important like that, just go ahead and go. We're recording it, and Gray will go over every class.
Alright, I appreciate
We'll try to ask any questions we might anticipate.
Good luck, Anthony.
Good luck, gamer. Okay. Let's see. Generally, sniper, I guess I probably should have mentioned this before stream left, but sniper can start here, and then once cart gets up to about here, sniper can peek this right here, like this. There's a really good angle just into the enemy tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, just keep in mind that when you are here, you're more exposed to this area. As for spy, you can kind of just do whatever. Spy is often a good person to just check house and make sure there's nobody in there. Otherwise, you can try to just get behind them in tunnel. You can maybe sneak through right here. Sometimes you can go for a stab, I don't know, you can decloak right here or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or back here. As you can see, the wall angle is a little bit iffy, so you have to be a little bit careful with these decloaks, but you can sometimes go for some. Yeah, what's up?
So, if there's a heavy in house that's revving up, and would it be a good idea for me as a spy to stab that heavy in house as carts going
yes,
up?
but you should say, hey, there's a heavy in house, I need someone to pressure him while I stab him.
Okay.
Don't do it alone.
Alright, yeah. Sounds good.
But yeah, that is a good question, though, because you are definitely one of the people that, you're kind of more free to do whatever you want on first.
I'm sorry, I wasn't here. Did you already say where heavy goes?
Heavy starts basically on cart for the entirety of first.
Okay.
You're basically cart protector. Just be careful of enemy heavies or enemy players in general in the house here.
Alright.
Pyro can also start by helping on cart. I've seen sometimes heavies will play it a little more aggressively, and they'll play an angle like this, and peek anyone that's overextending in shed. I don't know, they just playing weird angles like that. Although after you make sure there's nobody shed area, then you can just go help cart. Medic, you're gonna be staying in spawn. Again, similar to Vigil first, just stay in spawn. I know it's a little boring, just be sure to give your players buffs as they walk out of spawn. I think that's pretty much it. I guess Pyro, you can also just hop out on cart for the start.
I don't think I heard
that?
anything for Scout. What was Scout supposed to be doing?
Scout Ninja or cart bitch.
Okay.
It's payload offense.
So
Yeah,
when we
it's
start,
better
we're
offense.
gonna
Sorry.
have four. We're gonna have 4 people on cart going out then.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it. Okay. All right. So you talked a little bit about the shithold, and I want to go over that a little bit more because I know some teams are going to do that.
Uh,
There's a reason you don't do it.
I know.
Bunny,
So you mentioned
Bunny,
you can
we're-
jump up and bomb from the top.
Bunny, we're playing Swiggity. They're not going to hold there.
We don't know if we're playing Swiggity.
We're
Alright, I
either
get-
playing Swiggity or a garbage team. So
All right, I get your point, but just in case, remember we fought silly monkeys, and
Okay,
they fought.
hold on. Can we just... Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but do you just want to ask your question?
Well, so
Vera-
hold on. I want to talk about some of the alternative holds, even if they seem like bad ideas, because silly monkeys had this hold on Vigil first, where they basically built the sentry on the flank and had most of their team there. And it made attacking that point harder because we'd only really trained to attack them one way. So when that mechanism didn't work because they had overcommitted to the flank, I guess we didn't really adjust quickly enough because we hadn't planned for it. I want to plan for the non-standard holds too, just in case we can counter them.
yeah. Quick question, real quick. Vera asks what defensive spy decloaks could be to watch out. I assume he means on offense. Where should you be watching for spy cloaks? And he also asks about any stickies to watch for.
Okay, just to answer Bunny's question first, honestly, there is not too much I can say about attacking this place here if they're holding it, other than just wrap around them, the biggest weakness to this place is you can pretty much get behind them for free and get above them for free. So just sending people like over on the log side, you can just spam over like this as well. You can get your heavy like right here, and just having your heavy right here is really good.
You can get a. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You can have like heavy go over here. You can have pyro go over here. You can launch stickies like up like this. I kind of fucked that first one up, but you see like those land right there.
Unless they were standing up on the balcony, they can't like do anything to you from that position.
Yeah, there's nothing really they can do. They like, you guys should be able to just wipe them if they're holding there.
If you put a direct hit soldier on that roof by spawn, you can just destroy any. Like on the little building that you said heavy should stand by. No,
Blue,
right.
blue shit house.
Yeah, blue shit house. Sorry.
Can also just spam right here.
A soldier right there just ruins the entire defense.
If we're bombing in, what sentry spots do we need to be aware of? I know that's going to be part of the defense, but just as the offense, where should I be wary of before I jump?
Normally, sentries should be sitting like right in tunnel somewhere, probably around here. If it's going to be placed aggro, it's probably going to be like here. Although I kind of doubt it. Chances are it's probably just going to be like around tunnel entrance.
Okay.
I can't say anything about if they're doing aggro hold. Like that's just, you kind of have to just use your own intuition for where it is. Just look for it. I mean, for what's worth, on offense, you can always just peek out here when when it's time. I would actually recommend doing that so you can see if like enemy spy cross into house. Or sometimes you can catch like a sniper going into house or something. Okay, without spending too much more time on first, does anyone have any other questions for offense?
There's questions about.
Oh, yes, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sticky traps. I guess I'll. Okay, well, actually, let me go over Spidey cloaks first. Spidey cloaks. Generally, spies can decloak right here and then go for cart, and that's kind of annoying. I will say spies more often than not are going to be doing more comm spy oriented stuff. So a really good spot for spies, you can go like this and get on that light post. I don't think you can do it as demo unless, I don't know, maybe if you do it perfectly you can maybe just get there. But on spy you can make that jump pretty consistently. But either way, spies like to hide on this lamp here, spies like just hide on this roof, and basically they'll just run cloak and dagger and then just give comms. It's pretty rare that spies decloak on first. If they are though, they're probably going to decloak in house somewhere.
So check that light post?
Yeah, check the light post, check like the spool thing there. Just check.
Shoot a detonator on that right out the bat too, so.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Fully charged headshot.
Won't they try to go for a stab at the spawn?
They might. I don't know. You can just be sure to check, I guess. But I don't know. I'd be kind of surprised. There's not really any reason to.
All right.
Because the thing is, the spawn times are so quick. It's like they'd be going for a stab and then losing their life, which delays them by like 30 seconds. Meanwhile, they kill you, delays you for like at most.
I mean,
10
even
seconds.
if they do, yeah, no, I'm not worried about that. I check that.
I mean, just check anyways. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess to answer the question about spies, if they are going to decloak, worry about house. Otherwise, they're probably just going to be calming. As for sticky spots, just careful of sticky spots right out of the gate. Sometimes you can kind of hide them down there, and they're a little bit hard to see. So, I don't know, they might be right here, or just check on on the sides of the walls. Other than that, though, I think one of my favorite sticky spots to use is like this. You can run crit stickies for this map, by the way, but just having stickies right there, people do not pay attention to them because they're pushing cart, and then that happens. You can put them even a little lower than I did, but because they're going to be crit sticky, so they're going to kill whoever's on point anyway, so you can put them like down here. Like that. They're a little more hidden.
Oh, that's devious.
Yeah.
The most devious lick of all time.
People that are standing on the bridge. Then,
you can put a sticky right here, and that's kind of annoying. I've seen some teams do this. I'll get to why that's good a little later. When we go over second. But I mean, as you can see, like if you're going up to apartments, then you can't really see them until it's too late. Let's see. I guess any other questions for that besides for offense?
No.
So Demo and Soldier go out the right flank, and then the rest of everybody except for Medic go out the left side. So I'm gathering.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
You can have Spy go out right flank as well, or really, I don't know, if you need extra people to help, like, just pressure in tunnel, that's fine. Ideally, you just want to have a good amount of pressure in tunnels to make sure that the defense doesn't get too much room.
So like sometimes heavy on right,
Yeah,
but
yeah, exactly. Sometimes heavy, sometimes even pyro. Depending on, like, if you see that they're very committed to tunnel and you didn't see anyone cross over to the house, then you should be fine.
Can I ask about this door situation right here on this side? So it's closed. It's closed now. But what are the rules for this door during the first?
It opens after you cap first, I believe.
Now, if I'm on the other side and I want to retreat, can I retreat to this door? Or is it's locked both ways?
Locked both ways.
Okay. So I need to be able to jump out, or I'll have to run into the trench or something. Like if I get pressured too much by the door and I need to get out in a hurry.
Like if you're over here.
No, like let's say I jump over the house, right? And I'm trying to get stickies on the door, but then their heavy comes out and decides, well, I'm not gonna let you do that.
Wait, you like over here? You're like.
Yeah, like I jump either on the roof or over the roof, right?
Are you talking about on offense or defense?
No, offense.
Okay.
Let's say I'm going and I'm sticky spamming in the door, right? And then they come out and
the
they
door
decide
is
they
in
want...
like the tunnel entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. When you say the door, I thought you were talking about this door.
Sorry. I need to be more clear. The tunnel entrance. What if they come out and give me more stiffer resistance to the tunnel entrance?
You can just keep spamming them from here. They can't really do anything.
So I should not fall off that roof in certain.
I mean, not necessarily. If I would say, if they're just playing very passively, then you can go off the roof and then spam a little more. Just like it would just be like if they're pressure, like if they're out of tunnel a ton, then you don't need to be like all the way up in their face taking the fight. You can just spam them from back here.
Okay.
But like if they're giving you a ton of space, then yeah, take it.
All right.
Okay. Defense. NG, I recommend you learn how to do rollout. I can link you a video that I know shows how to do it pretty decently.
I got it.
What, you know how to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Well, mostly. Like, I'm sure there are optimizations.
Okay. Generally, dispenser is going to be like if you are going to do dispenser, if you are going to bother with dispenser in first, you put it like either right here or right here. Sentry again, like anywhere in this kind of tunnel entrance area. Some teams like to put it a little more aggro here, and if you want to do that, that's okay. Just let your team know. Some teams will even put their sentry like much more passive, like here.
I was taught to put it back by that like block.
It's kind of preference, I guess.
Yeah.
But whatever you want to do is fine.
Vera asked, would an enemy sniper be over at apartments on offense?
Probably not. I mean, you should look for it just in case, but probably not. Again, like honestly, I would recommend just on offense, just looking quickly in the window, just making sure you watch for anyone that's crossing over. Keep in mind that spy could disguise as their own teammate, so if you see like a heavy crossing, keep in mind that could be a spy. But you never know. Also, for what it's worth, as a spy on defense, it's actually really funny to do that. So disguise as your own teammate, and go over to apartments. Especially if you guys don't like having anyone in apartments, then disguising as your own teammate and then going in apartments and making them constantly worry about that when you actually don't have anyone in here is really funny.
So would I just occasionally do it like every now and then just for a troll, and essentially?
I mean, like if your team, like if you guys try playing in apartments and you guys realize you don't like to do that, then I would say do it every time.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny.
Disguise as friendly medic, fall in the trench.
Okay, demo went over stickies with you. Again, you can do standard crit stickies. You need to be a little bit faster than you do on like upward or vigil. So be sure your scout, as soon as you guys finish crits, your scout immediately needs to take you all the way back to spawn through this way. Go back here. Medic's gonna resupply right here. Then go over back through this way like this. And then with medigun, you should get back just about when the clock finishes.
God, I hate Swiftwater.
So fodder's fun, don't worry.
It's very long.
For soldier, you can start out on the roof here and basically just spam out. If you're getting pressured too much, just jump back and get back into tunnel, and then just spam a little more passively. Sniper, you just stay alive in tunnel. If you want, I would say generally just play around this kind of area and try to just watch cart as best you can. Some snipers like to play a little more back here. If you are going to play back here, then I would say have like your heavy or your pyro or someone just be perma watching your back. Because obviously when you're back here, you have a bit of a better angle in cart, but you're way more prone to spy.
That quick sticky rollout, there'll probably be a teleporter, right?
What's that?
Yeah.
I mean, you said the stay out means to run the medic all the way back to spawn and then all the way back to front, but there'll be a teleporter at that point, wouldn't there?
I mean, if your entry does the rollout properly, then probably, yeah. I mean, you can do it either way is the thing. It doesn't really matter, because either way you're going to get back in time.
Vera was asking a bunch of questions about Sniper.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you sending these?
In the voice chat, like...
Ugh, I hate opening that.
I also hate opening that. It's the worst feature they've ever added to Discord.
You already answered the apartments one. The newest one is how aggressive Red Sniper can be.
Try and just go out of tunnel, generally. If anything, if you know that the sniper's over there, I would say don't take SVS. Let's see. Heavy, you can either, again, just play back in tunnel, or if you want to play more aggro, you can maybe, some teams like to have their heavy sitting right here and be funny. And again, that's just a bit of delay. Like I said, you can also send your heavy in house here.
How funny is putting your heavy in blue shithouse?
It's kind of funny. I don't know. It gives your team more room to work in tunnel, but it doesn't help much with cart time.
Okay.
Vera also
Vera is asking what is the most crucial class on both red and blue team.
I don't really have an answer for that. It really depends. There isn't ever really a most crucial class. I mean, obviously some, like, generally Highlander is going to revolve around medic, demo, sniper. Those are kind of the big three important classes, but all classes are going to matter and there isn't a most important one.
Okay, my confidence.
What'd you say?
I'm just asking if we can move to the next point.
No, I'm not ready to move to the next point. I got questions, but Dorothy had one first.
Real quick, my confidence has crumbled a little. What is the rollout?
Like I said, I'll send you a video.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. I just rather, I don't want to go over
Yeah,
specific things.
It's very me specific. It doesn't
I don't know, we're still on first and it's already been like 25 minutes, so
we did. Well,
I'd like to get moving.
Good lord.
One last question. Can you remind me again, what are the spam angles for the demo man here on first?
For defense or offense?
For defense.
If there's anyone in sewer, you can just go like this, and spam them out like that. If there's anyone like over that side, you can just spam them out there. At the start, sometimes I go like this, and those land like right there. So you can see that's a pretty solid angle, just aiming like relatively here. Yeah, they explode like right in the doorway there. So.
Do the normal pipes do that, or just the?
Probably not. But they'll probably land like right on this thing, and then just bounce and roll relatively around this area. So.
Right.
If the enemy team
go in a game and mess with pipes, see what you can figure out.
If the enemy team likes to hold really aggro in this area you're looking at right now, how do we counter that?
Like on offense, how do you counter that?
How do we counter that on offense?
Dedicate more people just going to the right side. Being able to take space, like, again, you can have your heavy peek here, you can have your demo start to like go to this area and just spam out like this, which is really good. You can send your sniper over like this far side here, and snipe out from here.
Yeah, I was saying, I was thinking, with the sniper, this should be an easy point.
Yeah, this point might be the worst defensive point in the game.
Alright.
Okay, are we all ready for second?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I do just want to say, real quick, again, kind of similar to visual, it's good to back out a little early. Generally, once the cart gets up to like here-ish, about where this like first turn happens here, that's about when you should back out. You don't want anyone dying when you back out. It's really important you have all your players alive.
I don't think so, Vera, because they'll be able to see you putting it in.
Hello, Gary. How's everybody been going?
Hello. You can't do it on this map. They fix the collision. I don't know, I guess you could do like something like this, but
I can see it's the angle they'd approach it at.
but yeah, okay, anyways, I would really like to get to second now. Just to go over callouts real quick. Well, first of all, this is second. This is apartments. This is called stairs or Harry Potter, because it's under the stairs. Or some people call it Nursey Spot, because yikes. But this is just, you could just call this Harry Potter, I guess.
Mercy
like I said,
Spot?
Apartments.
Nursey Spot.
Nursey, because Nursey was the invite medic that kind of figured out the spot, but then it turned out they were a pedophile, so yikes.
Oh.
Greatest medic of all time turned out to be a horrible person.
Yeah. This is Shutter.
Is that how they lost their medical license?
This is side tunnel. this whole bit here is side tunnel. This is just main tunnel. This is mansion back here.
Ooh, that's a nice call out.
Yeah.
I don't know, tracks is tracks. That's pretty much it.
What makes Harry Potter so good for the medic?
I'll get to that, please.
Okay.
Talking about offense first. Generally, the first thing you're gonna want to do is you just call it bridge. I don't know, you can call this like sentry spot right here. Yeah, just call it bridge. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, so for second, it's a very specific offense. This is one point where I'd really like. It's very important that you guys all listen up for this. I'll try to just go through it as straightforward as possible, but it's very important that everyone listens for this. To start out, I would say have your entire combo just chill and tunnel for a bit, get the cart up to about here. Basically, just get really good cart time to start out. Then what you're going to want to do is rotate back, and what you guys are going to do is fully buff your soldier with man treads. I know that might sound a bit silly. Fully buff your soldier with man treads. What they're going to do is, well, I should say actually first, you have your heavy or whoever you want to, actually probably Pyro's better for this, just clear out stickies right here. You can send your Pyro in on this sack wave as well, but have your soldier with man treads and your Pyro fully buff both of them, then say 3, 2, 1, go. Have your Pyro air blast the stickies back, they hopefully detonate them, then everyone is in your soldier and your Pyro, walk forward. Basically your job is just try to kill the medic, or at least force them. If they're standing right here, it's going to be a lot easier than if they're standing right here. And that's why that's so good, by the way. Because you're much less susceptible to spam.
Why man treads?
Because you have a 75% reduction in air blast. Or in air blast force. So the main way to deny sack waves here is just to tank your Pyro and air blast. But the thing is, you can't really do that if they have man treads.
So it's down to the soldier to really pressure them out?
I mean, it's not just pressuring them out, you're just going for the sack wave.
How is the soldier doing that? With explosives or a shotgun if they've got an air blasting Pyro?
They have the man treads.
You can't run a shotgun with man treads.
Oh, that's right. My bad. I'm a dummy.
You're good. Hopefully you get the force. If not, whatever. But after that, you're going to want to take an exchange. Your Uber exchange should usually be on your Pyro and Demo. For Pyro, it's very important you just go in and air blast them back as much as possible. And for Demo, it's really important you just get as much stickies down as possible and get out of this room. You need to take a lot of space when you're in on Ubers. I think that's one of the biggest things that a lot of teams mess up is they don't take as much space as they should. Keep in mind when you're walking through that sentry gun is probably going to be able to hit you from here. So for Demo, make sure you launch a couple stickies like that. Heavies will often be playing back here for post Uber, so be sure to put stickies over there. Just putting stickies back here, etc. And you guys should be able to hopefully win that Uber. again, Pyro mostly is focusing on air blasting, Demo mostly focusing on damage, and then just taking as much space as you can. You can have your heavy or sniper hold the door for you guys. If you have your sniper here, have your sniper do it, and have your heavy walk in. If you don't have your sniper here and your sniper's in tunnel, then you can have your heavy hold the door instead. And then if your Uber isn't very good and you need to back out, then obviously your heavy can just hold the door open for you. Any other questions on the Uber here?
So, this is just the goal of this Uber is to sack and
to force them.
Okay.
And
so
then you use in with full ad.
Okay, and what if we can't get the force?
Then just take an exchange. If you can't go, if the sack doesn't work on the first play, then just go for it.
Okay. And if that exchange goes bad, tough luck. Wait for another.
Yeah,
Uber?
then just go for an exchange. Sorry, then you can just build and try to go for another exchange.
Okay.
I will say one way to build a little faster is you can have your heavy use Fists of Steel and just basically peek this doorway, and have your medic just sitting back here and tank your heavy, and you're going to be able to build your Uber much faster than them.
Gotcha.
Because there's a weird glitch with Fists of Steel that heavy builds faster.
Heavy
Uber.
tech.
Yeah. Fair. Does that clarify what I was saying? Or are you still confused?
He's asking if you Uber after your players go through the door or not.
Well, if you're going for a sack wave, no, you need to wait for your players.
Well, if you're going for an exchange.
If you're going for an exchange, then Uber like once you cross through the doors, I guess.
Okay.
I have a NG question.
Yes.
I was watching some Swiftwater gameplays with NG POVs, and some of them would set up, instead of starting in tunnel, they just do their rollout onto bridge and hold there. How do you feel?
If you want to do that, that's fine. Honestly, like I said, I'll link you a video of how to do setup.
Yeah. Alright.
There's only so much I can really say.
Yeah.
A lot of it is preference. That's something that, if we're going to talk about, I'd rather talk about it one-on-one. Okay. A lot of it is just going to be theory crafting, and I'd like to just...
Yeah.
We're only on point 2, so we're not even halfway done yet. So I'd like to get through this. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but, I just want to be efficient with it. Hold on, let me read it here. Push shutter, do we Uber immediately after the sack? Or when they have Ubered? If they Uber in, then just wait for it, just let them waste their Uber. Because the thing is, this is a one-way door, so they can't, walk back into you. If you guys just, if you go for that sack wave, and then force their medic, then just sit back here and just let them, literally they're just going to be standing at this door in desperation, and they can't get through it.
What if their spy opens the door for them, hypothetically?
You can put dispenser right here, and it should block spies. Or, well, actually, they can crouch jump through, as long as your pilot's just periodically checking it.
Okay.
Some teams like to have their heavy stand, in the doorway.
What's it called? Scout isn't gonna be on the sack wave, is he?
No.
Okay.
Does anyone have any other questions for the Uber? Okay. Soldier, once you do that initial sack wave, regardless if it works or not, then you want to rotate the tunnel. You can switch off man treads at that point. And then your focus is more just going to be on playing in tunnel. Tunnel's going to be your scout, NG, and soldier. Your job is just get cart as far as possible. You can also have your sniper go into tunnel, and take angles like here, and you can get pretty good snipey spots. If you guys get a lot of room side tunnel, then that's good too. Generally, one of the best ways to go about just playing in flank, or playing on the in tunnel here, is just to play together. Never be taking 1v1s. You always go places together. Generally, I will say you're gonna have a little more luck just putting pressure in main tunnel than side tunnel. Side tunnel can be kind of shitty. the only time you can really take side tunnel is if you like kill their team or kill their flank, I should say. Then you can send your people side tunnel. The nice thing about side tunnel is you have this great angle on combo that your sniper can sit at.
What's Spider's role on second?
For offense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For spy, what you're going to want to do is, well, first of all, you can help out in tunnel for sure.
Okay.
Just like going for stabs, coordinating with your flank and what have you. Another really good thing you can do is go through house here, go over this way, and then go on this thing, use Enforcer, and then spam the gun.
That's actually pretty smart, yeah. Okay.
And that is a really annoying thing that they can't really deal with, and you should have enough DPS to just constantly kill it and annoy their NG enough to where he runs out of ammo.
Alright.
The only thing that really threatens you if you're sitting there is sniper in the house. If you see him there, just don't peek the window for a little bit. Again, you can like switch up the angle as much as you want. You can do it from back here. You can go like up the stairs here and do it from here. Like you don't need to use this window.
Okay.
But just in general, just being in mansion, using Enforcer to kill gun, and yeah. And by the way, just to clarify, for Enforcer, you have to be disguised to do the extra damage.
Oh, I know.
Do you suggest that he sets like a bind for like turning on an auto disguise or something?
Yeah, it comes with your installation of Team Fortress 2. It's called B.
Oh.
I just wanted to ask that because I'm getting used to strips. Be right back.
Wait, what?
I actually didn't know that was a team.
He said he's getting acid.
Okay. Any other questions for first offense?
So I'm just going to be playing on, just to clarify, Scout's just going to be playing on cart and pushing and helping out that area in general.
Yeah, you're just tunnel oriented.
Where does Sniper play on second point?
For offense?
Yeah.
Again, like I said, you can rotate in between playing in apartments here and taking SVS like this. Sometimes there'll be like enemy over, or enemy sniper will be like over here, or the alternative is they could be playing over here. Either way though, you can take SVS with them, then have like your teammate open the gate for you. Just be sure you're getting buffed, obviously, if you are going to take this. And if you're not having any luck in there, then you can go help out in tunnel and try to go for snipes from here. Again, just make sure you have teammates with you watching your back.
Alright, got it.
Can we come back to, after you've covered the other points, can we come back to that second push for offense into that upper lobby area? Because I just have...
Into apartments here?
Yeah, apartments. Yeah.
I mean, are you like still confused about it, or?
I'm wondering. I have a lot of questions, and I don't want to delay everybody else.
No, I'm happy to go over this.
Honestly, let's just rapid fire them at me.
Who all exactly is in on this sack?
Generally, for your sack, you can mostly just do soldier pyro, as long as they're both buffed.
Just soldier and pyro.
Sometimes you can even just do solo soldier. I will say as well, if possible, before the push, you can try to get your demo, have it get a little bit of pressure by just... I'm fucking up the sticky because this gate in the way. But obviously, when you cross past this caution tape, as soon as you cross past that, that's when the gates open. So, here, I'm just going to remove this. But once those gates open, you can just like spam out like this. Stickies that land on this right side can hit dispenser if they put it right here, which sometimes they do. So that's always good. And then, or if you want to go a little bit further, you can aim a little bit higher and then put them like this. And those land like on the bottom of the stairs down there.
But
So
during the sack, as a demo, I shouldn't really advance unless the pyro is cleaning up and the soldier is cleaning up.
You really just shouldn't advance, period. I would say, like, the only time you should advance is if your pyro and soldier drop the medic. Then you can just Uber in on, like, your... you can just Uber in, like, heavy demo, pretty much.
Okay, but suffice to say, I only walk in when we're doing the exchange, really.
Yeah.
You're kind of at your perfect range.
I will say, just keep in mind that for sacks, you can, when the sack is going on, you can still pressure by just lobbing stickies over.
Now, let's say we win this really fast. We'll go back to the other bit. Let's say we win this either during the sack or during the exchange. What's my spam angle until we capture second?
Basically just stay in apartments. You can, like, I don't know, put stickies over here. That isn't really too applicable. Usually once you've got control of apartments, that means you've already won second.
Okay, they'll probably pull back at that point.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty rare that people will come out of those doors. At that point, they'll probably be going to third.
Got it. Okay. That's it. That was all I needed.
But I guess just making sure you still have control of apartments when second is still being capped. And of course, if like flanking needs help, you can just put stickies out here or whatever.
My second question is, when am I telling my soldier that he needs to be switching to man treads?
When you guys first cap your soldiers go and switch, even go back and spawn if you need to.
Okay.
After that, make sure you have man treads, so you can go for the sack. I will say you can even, like, remember I was saying you can send your combo into start, and then once cart gets up to about here, then your combo rotates out back into apartments. So what you can do is have your pyro and medic start out in apartments over here. And then you can send your pyro and medic in. Meanwhile, it would still be the other combo members just pushing in tunnel here. The only kind of alteration to that would be that you'd have your NG actually come to apartments and guard your medic. Because if you're sending your pyro and your soldier in on the sack wave, then you need someone with your medic still to protect them.
Okay.
And when your NG gets a chance, by the way, so they should build a telly up to here.
Mm-hmm.
So soldier, pyro, sack, and their goal is to force the medic or drop him.
Yeah, exactly.
And who are they going to be fighting? Is just like the entire team going to be up here?
Enemy combo's going to be in this area.
Okay. And their medic is going to be in Nursey spot.
Either right here or down here.
Okay.
Assuming they drop or pop the medic, they run back, right? Are they able to run back?
If you guys drop the medic, then just honestly, I mean, I would be extremely surprised if you somehow managed to force the medic and then you run back and live. It's a sack wave, so you're probably going to die anyways. I would say just commit to getting as much damage and wreaking as much havoc as you can.
Got it, and then just wait for them to respawn for the exchange.
So
if you drop their medic, you don't even need to wait for the respawn. You can just go in, because at that point you have full Uber ad. So it's like, that gives such a big advantage that it's like, even like, if you're like one player down, it's like you still should win that fight anyways.
You can use your Uber and still potentially have ad after that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, assuming that we don't force their med on the sack, who's going in on the exchange? Demo and Scout?
Demo and Pyro.
Demo, Pyro. Okay.
Yeah, Scout's gonna be full cart time for this.
Where's Heavy again on the approach too?
Holding
the door open.
Basically holding the door open. Your door, bitch.
Got it.
But then again, I do want to reiterate as well, if your sniper's in apartments, then the sniper is door bitch. And Heavy can be in a little bit more.
So should we run sniper in apartments? What do you recommend?
I would say to start out, yeah, take your sniper in apartments, and then if you're not having any luck, then rotate into tunnel.
So if we're running sniper on apartments, does Heavy just sort of inch forward and not really commit to the sack, or should he go in on the sack?
If you're... Well, your sack should be... Again, I would say your sack should be starting when, like...
Sorry, not sack. I mean,
Oh, for your exchange?
Exchange, yeah.
Generally you can play over here. If it looks like the Uber's going well, and, like, your demo's calling we got a lot of damage or whatever, then go in on it. And that would be if the sniper's there. If the sniper isn't there, then just hold the door full time. Like, unless you know you won, then you can wait for post Uber.
Okay.
What's you holding the door for? Is that like for me to be in a retreat?
Yeah, because remember this is a one-way door.
Would that be a good time for the enemy spy to try and stab the heavy, locking the medic and everyone else in apartments?
Probably, yeah.
He's not gonna get stabbed.
No, you'd be surprised. I don't know, spies are cheeky. Sometimes
They're very cheeky.
They'll literally spawn here and they'll go all the way around.
Yep. Speaking of spy, Vera mentioned that they said they found an interesting spot for spy. So
I can't do much with that information, I'm afraid.
I know they haven't said where, but
Just don't worry about it. I don't have any more questions for a second.
Okay. Hopefully that's clear. I know this is a little bit of a curveball, but there's also an Uber push through tunnel. I'm not going to talk about that for now. I want to see how your guys' Uber exchanges go in the apartments, and if that's not working out, then we can devise a new plan for tunnel. But I think you guys should commit to just learning the apartments push for now.
So we're committing to probably a Sunday demo review or something then.
If all your scrims are going well, then you might not need to, but I don't know. It's up to you. Okay. For defense, demo, your job is to put stickies on the middle of the gates right here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to go all close like that. You can just launch them like this.
They'll hit the door and drop where they need to be.
Yep, just keeping them in the middle right here, and then as soon as the gates open, you detonate, and that happens. People get way, way, way too cocky in that doorway, and you can farm so much DPM it's not even funny. Literally, as long as you have like 4 stickies in here, and you just detonate as soon as the doors open, you should be able to get kills pretty consistently every time.
Right. Okay.
How do we counter that on offense?
Pyro needs to basically just pre-air blast, or be ready to know when to air blast.
Okay. What about putting like a sticky on the door for blue and launching?
I mean, if you want to do that, you can. But again, then sometimes that means like
somebody still has to be there to open the door, and that's going to open it up.
You could try doing like heavy fists of steel and then having your demo detonate or something.
Okay. We might try that if Art doesn't feel super confident on doing that.
Yeah, sure.
It's a lot of pressure.
Pyro, you're generally just kind of chilling around here, spy checking, doing all your pizzazz. Just keep in mind for Pyro that if you get the call that they Uber in, you immediately need to go up here and air blast them. And your medic needs to immediately use in as well and just air blast them back. Because the thing is, you don't want to give them space in here. If they get like past this doorway here, then you guys are kind of screwed. So it's really important that you air blast them and just stuff them in this little room here. And then demo, if you see that they Uber in, you need to be very passive, and you can just put stickies like this. And again, that just like you're just trapping out this room here. So the thing is, when there's an Uber exchange happening and they're getting air blasted in, they're all going to be caught in this back kind of corner here.
Got it.
Scout and soldier, you guys are going to be just chilling around base of, or like outside tunnel here. Generally, soldier's a little bit more side tunnel oriented, scout's a little bit more main tunnel oriented. Although I would recommend just rotate to each other when either of you need help. Just work together. I think that's one of the biggest things you can do is just working with your fellow flank member. Spy, you can just run like cloak and dagger and just chill in tunnel and help out your flank. If you want to go for like stabs over here, then you can.
Alright.
Although just keep in mind that you're not going to have too much ability to... You're going to be able to communicate for status with your team in tunnel, but probably not in apartments, because your team can't really pressure since this is a one-way. But usually you're best off just kind of chilling in tunnel, calling if for some reason the enemy combo's there. And yeah. Let's see, sniper, you're pretty much just sitting in apartments as well. Like I said, you can just pretty much sit right here, or you can sit over here and do this. If there's sniper in tunnel, you can take this angle here. Heavy, you're going to be playing either around here, and you can watch this. The only problem with playing this, it's a little bit risky, you're a little bit more exposed. The alternative would be playing over here, and you basically just play post Uber.
Okay.
I like this spot a little bit better, just because you're more easily able to hide from the Uber if they use in, and you're better able to you have a really good angle for getting in on post Uber. Or some heavies will like start here and then they'll rotate over like this, and then like when the Uber comes in.
Yeah.
So I guess it's preference, but just FYI, just kind of playing that more kind of passive, playing for post Uber kind of way, and also just spy checking as well.
Gotcha.
Dispenser. I think dispenser's good here. Just be sure you don't place it too close to the doorway, because otherwise, it's gonna get spammed out. Generally, like place it next to this little bar here, like right here. Sentry usually right here, or sometimes engineers will place it like in the middle over here. I'd say one of those, just anywhere kind of along this general area is good. I think that's pretty much it. Any other questions for a second?
Not from me.
Okay. I guess one other super quick thing. If for whatever reason they use in from tunnel, try to generally keep your high ground. You can send your pyro and medic down to air blast them back, but for your heavy end demo, try to just stay on the high ground. Specifically, I would say have your heavy. If they use in through tunnel, have your heavy still watch apartments, and then have your demo be playing like this, and just spamming out enemy combo down there. Meanwhile, again, your pyro can just air blast them and deny the best they can, and your scout and soldier can do a lot of damage from just playing around this area.
Yeah. So if they push it up more from main, where would be a better passive kind of hold area for scout? Probably near those fence sort of things down there.
Yeah. I mean that's generally I would say playing around there should be fine.
Okay.
There isn't really like a passive hold or whatever.
Okay, so just try and fall back as soon as they start gaining, or
just, I mean, if they were in, just kite. Like I don't know, you can just jump up to like the health kit over here or something.
Okay.
Or I don't know, you could just wait like right here. I don't know.
I'm gonna go on the stuff.
Alright,
we'll see you, Charles.
Yeah.
Okay. Assuming that covers it for a second then. If you guys lose apartments, then just back out. You guys should back out through this way here. I believe you. I'm trying to remember if this door opens before or after seconds capped.
It does.
Or before.
I think it opens.
It opens after you cap second.
Okay, so if you want to get then, if you guys are losing apartments, just go out through this way then. Just take that fall damage if you need to. Okay. Or if you really don't want to, you can try landing on the health kit or something, but I don't know.
Have to maintain full health at all times.
Basically, you just want to get out. Then you want to get into third. Calls for third. This is red room here. This is apartments. This little hallway thing here counts as apartments. Although I do just want to clarify, this is apartments, this whole bit here. But then over here, this is hallway, okay?
Okay.
So it's really important you don't get confused between the two. This is apartments, this is hallway. This is
Can we
boiler room
change
here.
the names on those?
If you want, sure, if you decide something y'all like.
Apartments makes more sense for hallway and vice versa.
No, I like hallway.
I disagree, because this is apartments, and this is still apartments. And this is a different room entirely.
But if you're standing down by the point and you look up, this looks like apartments.
Well, if you're standing down here, then that looks like apartments too.
We already have.
No, that looks more like a hallway.
Yeah. Just call this hallway. Everyone calls it hallway.
I don't call it hallway.
Like I said, this is boiler or boiler room. Move that guy. This is silo. You could just call this platform. You could just call this under. And that's pretty much it. I don't know, this is balcony, I guess. I'd say this is right on defense. At least you say this is right side balcony, this is left side balcony, or if you're on offense and vice versa, that's right side, that's left side. Generally, you're going to want to be holding, or actually, let's talk about offense first. You're going to want to be pushing through red room. You can group up your combo around here, take an Uber exchange through this way, usually using about here, although ideally you'd save your Uber until you get to this doorway. Sorry, I'm just thinking. If you need to use a little bit earlier, that's fine. Although just keep in mind that that does mean you have to kind of cross this extra area to get to over here, which is where the enemy combo is going to be. And just that extra time you have to spend traveling is time your Uber's kind of wasted. So hopefully you can just clear out a little more space in here first before you push in. Best way to do that is to have your combo outside here, and then you can have like your sniper in the hallway here, watching this. And that, obviously that just creates a lot of space for your team. I'm sorry, in the apartments here watching this. My bad. Now you got me all messed up now. Hee hee. Scout and Engie, you guys are mostly focused tracks. Once you get cart up to here, then you can mostly just have Scout focus cart, and your Engie can start rotating to help out and flank more. Specifically, if you are able to get Mini up in like the boiler room here, that's really good. Just having control of this is good. Because the other thing is, if you have your sniper in the hallway here, then you have these really great angles where you're able to see enemy combo, and that really shuts down their combo from being able to peek. So, but the key to that is to get in control of the boiler room, and to do that, you obviously need to have a good flank presence. Once you guys are attacking third, by the way, Engie, you should set up teleporter like, I don't know, you can just set it up like right here. That way your flank can go back over this way if they need to, and your combo can go over this way. I've even seen some teams put tele like right here. If you really want to, then you can, or even like right here. Again, I'd say it's kind of your discretion, but I don't know, whatever you feel is more comfortable for you, or for the best for your team. Experiment, see what works. That's pretty much it for offense. Soldier, I guess, can spam through these little slits here. You can shoot rockets through those. Can't really do it with pipes, but you can shoot rockets through those, I promise. Scout, again, you can just kind of take control of boiler. You can, watch this doorway and whatever. Can help on cart if you feel that that's where it needs most help. As for your exchanges, like I said, basically just doing demo and pyro in through here. If you guys aren't having any luck doing exchanges through here, then you can try doing it from tracks. You don't need to do any sort of sack wave on these exchanges, by the way. You should be able to just go in cleanly. Ideally, you gotta pick first or something, but, if you can't, it's fine. Make sure you're focusing on killing gun and Ubers. That's always very important. Have your heavy, play and post Uber through these windows here. And yeah. If you guys would rather take an exchange through tracks as well, like I said, you can do that. If you are doing it through tracks, I'd say have it more demo focused, and just focus on doing spam and stuff. Then you can have heavy rep and post Uber through red room here.
Gotcha.
Any other questions for first offense? For third offense?
What was Spy's goal here? Do I just mess with the combo?
Pretty much. You can try to just go for stabs or drops or saps or whatever. For what's worth, one of my favorite decloak spots is on this point. You can manage to sneak through here. You can go up this way, go here, go on this thing, go here, and then go here and decloak on this thing. It's a really good decloak
spot. Oh my god.
Especially, medics are often going to be sitting either right here or right here, but either way they're going to be very exposed to you. Another thing you can do is if the gun is situated right here or right here, you can basically, you can just decloak under the gun and just shoot it from here.
I could just sap it and shoot it? I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
pretty much.
Yeah, because that's what I normally do. I sap, and if I have time, I just start shooting it.
Yeah. You should be all good there. Otherwise, if you can't go for stabs on combo, then you could try getting something on the flank as well. Sometimes you can catch like soldiers or whatever just dicking around in here. Any other questions for third offense?
I'm sorry, I didn't. Where did you say to put our sniper?
Generally, if you're able to establish a sniper in hallway, that's great. You can put your sniper in like tracks too, see if you can get a pick from like right here.
Okay.
Or you can put them in apartments, see if you can get picks in red room here. Especially if your combo's having trouble getting space in red room. Then I would say take your sniper here and take this angle.
Okay.
Are we ready for defense then?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Alright. Dispenser, probably going to be right here. That's just generally a really good spot. Like I said, medic, I would say you're probably best here. Demo, you're playing like kind of in this doorway here. You can play a little bit more up if you want to. Like you can trap like this. Those are always good traps to do. You can put them back there, and that's annoying. Although you can check these usually, but these are like a little harder to see, obviously. Like even that hit me still, so you know, you get the idea. You can even trap like shit like this. Sometimes people just ignore that. Other than that, though, if you're getting pressured too much as demo, then just fall back a little bit. You can put stickies in the room like this. If they're Ubering in, just basically just Uber on your pyro and air blast them back. Everyone else just kind of plays post Uber. For your flank, be sure you're trying to just get pressure. Actually, sorry, I'll get that out of it in a second. I just want to cover the rest of combo real quick. For heavy, I think one of the best spots that's very underrated is playing right here. Basically, just don't be seen here. Your job is just play for post Uber in this window here, and you can also have it on cart as well, which is really good.
Right.
So I think
that's actually a really good spot.
I really like playing on here. If you don't want to play there though, your next best spot would probably be up here somewhere. You can just play like, you can play by this thing. This does have collision, by the way.
And if I wanted to, I could just drop down onto that concrete ledge.
Yeah. You're a little bit more exposed to the flank over here, but you're a little bit safer. So I don't know. You can't really make that. I'm sure you could make that jump, but you have to kind of angle it right. But anyways, this is a good spot as well, just because you're kind of playing post Uber. You can still spy check, etc., etc. Pyro, again, you're most like you need to be like 100% spy checking here because your heavy's not gonna be around to help doing that. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. Other than that, I guess we can go for flank now. Scout and Soldier, you guys are just trying to hold boiler as best you can. Generally, generally once they cap third, you should be able to just get in boiler right away. I would say you can have your soldier playing like up around here, and then you can have your scout playing a little bit more kind of on the low ground around this area, just jumping around. You have this health kit right here that's very good for your soldier. Like obviously you can just spam this door a bunch. You can jump over and get the health kit here. If you guys lose control flank, then you can have soldier just wait on either silo right here, then you can just spam out wherever, or you can have soldiers like often they'll wait on the roof over here, or you can wait on this one too. Whatever you prefer is fine. And then just when your scouts are ready to go in with you, then you can just have your scout run through the main door. Then you can just wrap around a soldier through here.
Yeah. So it sounds
NG,
like.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it sounds like both on offense and defense. That's a pretty important room for both me and soldier, for scout and soldier. That is.
Yeah, I would say on offense, the scout you can be a little more cart oriented, but on defense, yeah, you're definitely your kind of main area. Like obviously it's depending on how much cart time you're getting, how much cart time they're giving you. Like if you see that they're very bad at watching cart, then by all means, as a scout, like take advantage of that.
And if not, I should be playing more of that room.
Yeah, if not, then just take more room on the flank. Help help out your soldier and your NG.
Okay.
Let's see. Sniper, you can mainly just play like back here. You're again more exposed to spy, so just be careful. Make sure you're listening for decloaks. When you're back here, you can peek this angle. You can also peek like over on tracks here. Some snipers will even I've seen snipers will peek in this angle and try to take the fight like the reverse angle here. So be wary of that. I think that's pretty much it though. Any other questions about third? Alright, cool. When you guys are backing out, generally you want to back out through this door, and then you're just going to go through gate 4 here, which leads to 4th. Just keep in mind that, the gate numbers are all referring to whatever point it is. So this one is called 1, but you see there isn't a gate 2, it just goes from gate 1 to gate 3. That's just in reference to points. 1 you could just count as 1/2. And then 3 is 3. This is also 3. And then this is 4. And then this is 5. Anyways, just back out through this gate here, or I don't know if whatever it's convenient for you to back out through this one, then sure. As soon as third is capped though, these doors shut, so it's really important you back out in time. Gate 4, you just go out through here, then your combo's going to be setting up around this area. Now just get over callouts, you could just call this pallets, or pallet. This whole kind of hill here is called D-Day or Normandy. Because you, essentially, on offense, you are the Americans, on defense, you are the Germans. This is garage. I don't know why it's called that. It's just a weird name that people made up.
What a mystery.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
For real.
Just call this yard or grass. Tracks is tracks, obviously. You can call this fence right here. I'm gonna remove this guy, by the way. This is bats. It's shutter. Some people still consider this shutter area as well. But this is technically called bats. This is cock.
Is that an important call out?
Yeah.
Is that really what that's called?
Yeah.
This whole roof is cock.
Yep, this is cock.
Okay.
This is big health. I don't know, you could just call this like slope or whatever. Or I don't know. The thing is, if you say slope, then I think people are probably going to think of this thing. So there isn't really a name for this. You could just call this like back of tracks or something like that.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to think of anything else we're calling out. Tree is tree, obviously. And that's pretty much it. Okay, on offense, generally what you're going to do is try to get your flank to establish your sniper in garage here. So scout and soldier, especially soldier I should say, you should be full-time just working to get your sniper into garage here. And clearing out, make sure to watch his back for enemy spies. Your sniper can take like an angle like this, or if they want to be a little more cheeky, they can like take like this angle, or they can even go like up here, or you can peek at this angle here. A lot of good angles take his sniper in here, so you really want to try to get your sniper established in this area. I'm actually gonna switch to sniper real quick, but that's kind of your goal for your sniper, for your soldier, and then once scout and NG get card up enough, then they can help as well with that. And once you're able to get like 4 players into the garage, then you can start like pushing up through here, and you can maybe have soldier try to like bomb behind, go over here, or you can just have your scout like roaming around in yard, maybe running like bleed build or something. That's kind of the idea of it, though. Does that all make sense for flank?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then if for whatever reason you aren't having any luck in shed, like if your sniper doesn't like to go there or whatever, or sorry, in garage, then you can just focus more on cart. For combo, generally you're going to want to start grouping up around here. You can have your medic just kind of chill over like right here. Demo's going to be chilling around here. Heavy's going to be chilling like back here. Power's just going to be spy checking for the most part. When you guys use in, you're going to start walking up this way. Ideally you don't want to use until you cross this thing at least. Because if you use too early, then it's just kind of a bad Uber. Like you don't want to be using all the way back here. Some teams will even like to just get a lot of pressure and then they don't even use until they all get up to the pallet. Uber's going to be mostly on your demo here. Sometimes you can just take it solo demo, because you have really good spam potential by just lobbing stickies over this thing, and they just land like around this area. Heavy, you can mainly play for post Uber. You have one of the best heavy spots in the game right here.
The tree!
I-beam angle. And you can just mow people down. So take advantage of this spot here. It's very good. Other than that, generally try not to peek up this if you guys aren't like about to go for an exchange. The only exception would be like if their sniper's dead, then maybe you can peek it a little more aggro. Yeah, if their sniper's dead, then you have more space to kind of put more pressure in. But if their sniper is alive, then try not to peek it. Let your sniper take the SVS. Like you shouldn't be peeking this if there's a sniper up, really. If you like are feeling bored, then you can try going for a sack wave. You can just have demos like just put 2 sickies right here, get full buff, and then just jump in and try to bomb right here. For spy, enemy gun is going to be right around here probably. So keep in mind that's where that's going to be. If you want to go for a sap on it, I'd say probably the best decloak spot is right here, and then you just jump out, go for a sap. Some spies like to decloak a little bit closer. I'll do it from like right here, go for a sap like that.
Looks like the one from above would be a little bit better, because it seems like it'd be quicker to get to the...
Yeah, generally that one's just a little bit better, also because TF2 players don't look up.
True.
I need to go get my
But
dinner.
just try to coordinate your saps with your team.
I'll be right
Make
back.
sure you don't just like go in for saps randomly. If you're gonna go for sap, you say I can sap now. Can anyone bomb or something like that? Or like, if you hear your team is Ubering in, that's a great time to sap. Because one of the biggest deniers of Uber is wrangled guns, and obviously when the gun is sapped, the wrangler can't work. So just using your sapper in Ubers is really good. Oftentimes it's worth it even to die just to get that sap on.
So he actually just went AFK. We might want to repeat that for him.
Back.
Oh, god damn it.
No, I heard about SAPs and you need to coordinate with your engineer.
No.
And stuff like that.
Not your NG.
Oh. Well, you have to coordinate SAPs and stuff. My mom finished dinner. I had to go get dinner real quick.
That's okay. Yeah, you need to coordinate saps on offense. Specifically, I was saying right here is a good place to decloak. And then you can just jump down and sap the gun right here. It'll be around this area. Be sure you're just saying before you go in for saps. You can sap during Uber exchanges because Wranglers are really good at denying Ubers. And then obviously when you sap a gun, then they can't use Wranglers, so... You know, just obviously that's a good time to sap. When you guys are Ubering in, just take as much space up this kind of right side as you can, and then again, just having your heavy post Uber on this left side. And then ideally, from, like once cart gets to like about here, then I'd say scout and NG just solely focus on cart. One other super quick thing. I don't know if your sniper's here, but I want you guys to all be aware of this. This sightline right here.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
That's fucking metal, dude.
This is a sightline that no one knows about, and I don't know why. Because it's a really, really good sightline.
The fuck, dude? Huh?
So, is everyone aware of this?
Alright.
No!
So, when you... That leads me into talking about defense. When you guys are holding, do not peek this right side.
Okay.
At the very most, you can basically just imagine like a line that goes from here and then extends like past here. The only exception for peeking this right side is if you know that their sniper's dead.
How is that like on the map? Why don't they patch that out?
It's intentional. You know it's intentional because they have this little thing.
That's so crazy good.
Yeah, it's a really powerful sightline.
That's funny.
Okay, demo. You're generally playing around this area. Basically, your job is just spam over this pallet here. Medic, you can probably just play like right here, and just heal your teammates best you can. Prior, you're mostly just spy checking. Heavy, you can play. Some heavies like to play up against the wall. You're a little bit more prone to spam if you're going to do that. If you are going to do that as well, I'd say try to orient yourself a little more towards the right side here. If you don't feel comfortable playing more against the wall there, then you can just play like back here and just hold this. If you guys feel like you're doing really well and want to hold more aggro, then you can put dispenser up here instead. To put your medic right here as well. You can have, and then your demo more or less floats around the same area. If you're doing this aggro hold, your heavy would hold for sure up here.
What's the advantage of holding close to the wall if I'm never going to be peeking right of the wall?
If they peek to the right of the wall this way.
Okay.
Because that denies any heavy from getting into the tree here, and shuts down their post tuber.
Right.
It also prevents anyone from their flank overextending in this yard area here.
Gotcha.
I told you about the funny soldier spot yesterday, but just FYI, soldier can on offense, soldier can whip their teammates, and then jump up from this thing, or you can jump off this thing and then land right here and get behind people. It's a good jump.
Well, if the sentry is right there, won't that render them invalid?
If you have whip and you're fast enough, no.
Huh.
Because the thing is, you just need to take this tight arc, and as soon as you get to right past here, you should be good. You can have your spy sap it as well if you want, but I don't know. If it means getting your soldier behind, then it's worth the sap. Vera, which funny spot are you talking about? You said the other one. Oh, I know, actually, never mind. I know which one you're talking about. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else for defense. For flank classes, you guys are mainly trying to just hold it inside of shed here, and make sure you don't let the sniper inside garage here. Some people call it shed, but shed, garage, whatever, same difference. Try to play aggro in garage here, and just don't let the sniper get set up in here. It's one of the best things you can do. Keep in mind that this is a one-way door. You can only access it from that side, not this side. For soldier, you can do a little jump here. I still fuck up this jump all the time. It's a pain in the ass to do. There we go. I'll practice doing this jump, and then for scout, obviously it's a little bit easier. You can just double jump in. For defensive spy, you can basically again just help deny garage here. Just sit in garage, call out things, peek here to see what their Uber is, etc. Okay, any other questions for defense? And then I'll just show the funny spot real quick afterwards. I just want to see if there's anything else anyone has. Alright, it's time for funny spot. You guys ready?
Alright. Oh my god.
What in the wait, this is on the competitive rotation.
Yeah.
Ow.
I played soldier last season, and this was in main, and granted we had one main by the way. I got about like 6 meta drops on Swiftwater Week because of this spot.
Oh my
This
god.
is silly.
This map is goofy.
A little bit goofy.
It is like, I mean, you can see like it even like glitched out the graphics.
Goofy.
It's the goofy off funny spot.
I was literally.
Why
about
have
to
they?
say.
They've patched out the most goofy parts of Upward, but yet this is still.
Chances are this is unless like a new payload map comes out that gets put into rotation, which it might. So far, it's probably going to be the payload map that's rotated out if there is one that's rotated out.
Thank God.
Goofy ass spot.
By the way, if you back out early, then you could try to go for this spot and see if you can get something fun, and then I don't know, you can just spam
Can you
from
put a
here and then
sentry
just
there?
drop down. What's that?
Can you put a sentry there?
No.
Aww.
Someone's definitely tried though.
Oh man.
By the way, just FYI as well for demo, you can put stickies in these things.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
This map is so goofy.
This is the jump I was talking about, but
I dislike this map every second more.
again, this jump is hard to do without whip, but you can like just barely do it if you do it like perfectly. But you got the idea.
Skill issue.
See, I'm getting pretty close, but again, you really need whip to do it. It's also easier with rocket jumper or rocket launcher. All right. With that in mind, I think we can talk about 5th. This is Toxic. This is IT, or some people call it Red Room as well, even though this is a Red Room on 3rd. But I would say just call this IT. It's probably easiest. This over here is Lockers.
I wonder why.
This is Window. This is Hallway, or Paint Can. This is Traffic Light. You could just call this Corner Traffic Light, if that's ever applicable. Tracks is Tracks. This is called Sus.
Please tell me that's not true.
God.
Oh yeah.
God fucking damn it.
This map is older than Among Us, though. How is it called Sus?
I don't know. I've heard some teams call it Sus. Just if anyone's there, just say someone's venting.
This reminds me of the game from 2020 Among Us.
What is that billboard? I've never seen that billboard before.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I want to mention this before I forget to do anything else. The Swift OC.
Oh my.
Are you?
Wait, has that always been there?
This map is so bad.
Has that always been
Swift
there?
OC. Yeah, it has.
Cursed ass map review.
Oh my.
At first I thought this map was Snake Water, and I'm like, oh, it's Swiftwater, okay. And now we got, now I learned the worst thing I've ever heard. It's just,
Why is this on the map?
It's the Swift OC.
Damn it,
why did they need to add that?
Okay, we can go over the actual final point now. So, generally for offense, what you're going to want to do is have your combo group up outside this area. Scout and NG obviously on cart. I would say the key to winning this point is cart time. So usually what I like to do is... Excuse me, I was coughing. You want to send your combo, like I said, group up around here. Buff up your soldier and have them take a bit of space here first. Hopefully they can just get a bit of room enough for your combo to get out. Then once you get your combo into here, you can start sending your combo over to this kind of area over here on the hallway. You can also send your heavy to be just revving up right here, and then just peeking in this window here. This is a really, really powerful spot for heavy, and you're able to just do so much damage by just peeking this window here. This demo you can help out as well by just launching stickies like right here. You have to be a little bit precise with it. It takes a bit of practice, but you can just launch stickies right here and will land like right here. And this is kind of the pocket area where the combo's going to sit. This is almost certainly where the medic's going to be, so be sure to watch out for that.
If that's such a good spam angle, then why put your medic there?
Because the thing is, on well, I should say on defense, you're going to have your heavy right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was actually just about to say that. Sorry, My brain is like dying right now. But yeah, that's the traffic light spot. That's annoying. It's powerful for heavy on both sides. Some heavies will even run Brass Beast on this point, on both offense and defense.
I was actually thinking about that.
Brass Beast meta.
It's more applicable for defense, obviously, but
Brass Beast defense supremacy.
Anyways, I think the idea, in my opinion, would be getting your combo over to here, and then you want to use in through here, and basically just stomp them over this way. You can send your pyro into, I like to send my pyro into, like, go for a sack, maybe, just going over here, just yeeting in. Some teams will, like, try to just get their combo established in here, go for the sack wave, and then take their, like, I should say, like, go for a sack with soldier and demo out here, and then have their pyro going through here, and they just take their medic back out, and then a full add. If you guys want to do that, that's totally fine, go for it. I do want to reiterate, though, that this point is a lot about cart time. So if you guys are going for this exchange where you're going in through here, it's really important that at the same time you have Scout and NG focusing cart. Because the whole point of the Uber is to be a distraction for cart. And to make them not look at cart. When cart's getting close, spy, you should be going to tap cart for every life. You don't need to, like, risk your life. Like, you don't need to, you know, like, stay permanently on it, but just to ensure it doesn't roll back at all, every time you spawn, just get up, immediately just right-click, and then right-click immediately afterwards, and it should just tap cart so it resets the clock for tilting back.
Alright.
Let's see. Generally, distractions start first, and once you guys hear that your combo's using, then you can start to focus cart.
Would I be
I mean, you can still, like, what I like to do is have an NG. You can even set up level 3 on offense, and you can set up gun, like, right here. And it has this really great angle, so it basically just kills whoever drops down. And that's very annoying to deal with. So I like having gun here. Let's see. And then, like I said, you can just have Scout, like, kind of just roaming around this area, pressuring out. The soldier can help take out gun from either right here, or if it's up on the bit there, they can help out there as well. That's pretty much it for offense. Just as an alternative, if you guys aren't having any luck just taking room here, you can try sending your combo to Uber in through this bottom right here, and Uber up this way. And then again, just having your heavy basically just play post Uber to come in through here. Once your Uber's about halfway through, then your heavy can start walking through this doorway. And then you just play post Uber in here. And then same thing, post Uber, then you just get car time as well. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Just as an alternative third option, if none of that's working, you guys can also send your entire combo to go up this way. This is one-way door, by the way, as well. And you can try Ubering in through just demo pyro through here. This is probably the worst Uber. Just because it's very easy to get stuffed by pyro. But, I don't know, if you want to try, then you can. But I think your ideal first Uber should be the one where you guys go through here and use out this way. And then, like I said, heavy just playing for post pretty much every time in this window.
Okay.
Spidey cloaks aren't too common. I don't know, sometimes spies will, like, hide, like, I don't know, on this crate right here. And then go for a stab. I don't know, I've seen spies will decloak right here and then go for something on cart. 1 point is capped. I don't know, spy is not too impactful on last. I guess sometimes they can help out on, like, cart.
You are a true American brain maggot.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, though. Any other questions for offense? Alright, cool. Now let's go over defense.
I'm sorry.
Generally, medic... Oh, what's that?
I missed where Scout should be playing.
For offense?
Yeah, just cart. Where should I not be on when I'm playing cart? Or where should I not be when I'm not on cart? Or, you know what I mean.
You're basically just track/cart area, although just don't bot for cart, because it's really important if your combo's going for an Uber exchange, that you stay alive to be able to push cart when the Uber's going on. Because the whole point of the Uber is a distraction for cart.
You are the ultimate cart bitch.
Yes.
Very true. Whenever I'm not able to push, what should I be doing? Just probably hanging around that.
You can just run like, I'd say run bleed. And you can just annoy people through here. You can also help out, going in this area here. I'd say probably you're better off approaching through here. And you can just help out like getting picks and like IT here.
Okay.
Alright, defense. Generally, medic right here, dispenser right here. Heavy you can play on this traffic light here. Sometimes heavies will play, especially if they know there's an Uber coming. You can play post-Uber by being on this traffic light instead. And I really like that.
But doesn't the heavy kind of need to be on the other traffic light to be defending?
Well, yes, but if you know that they're about to Uber in, then you can rotate over just like...
Oh, you can do that jump.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh, that's clear. Okay, right.
This isn't even solid, by the way. I don't know why I'm jumping around it.
Oh, okay. So if you know there's an Uber coming, walk away from that traffic light and go to the hiding spot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Let's see. Demo, you're mainly kind of sitting around this corner edge here. That way, you can kind of watch IT here. Often I like to put traps like on this thing here. Or you can put them on the side here if they're trying to go through that way. If you're expecting them to push through Red Room, you can put sticks through here. You can also actually spam pipes through these doors, or through these windows here. So you can just launch them up at the thing there, and then they just bounce down at the ground and do a decent bit of damage. If you know that they're coming like lockers, you can sit like right here and then just launch stickies like that through that angle, and they will land like, you know, around here. Shut off the enemy combo from pushing that way. If you know they're pushing through window, of course, then you can just put them through there. As demo, you're probably the best cart denier as well. Be sure to only use stickies when you're denying cart. Pipes are kind of dog shit for denying cart. Always keep a few stickies loaded as well, just as a general rule of thumb for... I mean, that should be a rule of thumb in general for demo, but especially for this point. Soldier, you're going to be playing around here, running battalions. You should run battalions for entirety of defense, by the way. Just because battalions gain that extra 20 health is really overpowered. You can basically hold around here. You can start holding aggro to start out by playing this area. If you know the combo's coming, then you can just play a little more passive. Scout, you are mainly helping out Red Room here. You can help out your soldier and lockers. You can rotate for cart if cart needs help. NG, making sure you have dispenser set up. You can set up gun. I think up here is probably the best spot for gun. Keep in mind that spies will like to decloak on you. So you gotta be wary of that. You are gonna be kind of alone when you are up here. I believe there's, if I remember correctly, you can trap off, or you can put a dispenser here, and I think it traps off this doorway. Well, I'm not 100% sure. Although, honestly, you're better off just putting the dispenser over there. Telly, again, that kind of is explained in the video I was going to show you, so I'll explain that later. Actually, tell you what, I want to explain this now real quick. For teleporter, what is going to happen is, instead of the entrance being like over here and being moved for every point, what's going to happen is your NG is going to be placing your teleporter entrance over here. Okay? That way, it's accessible from every point. So, whenever you spawn in, turn around first and try to take telly if possible. Does everyone understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, because it's really important that everyone remembers that. That you're not going to have telly in front of you. Telly's always going to be behind at this point here.
Does that mean that it's going to be impossible for the spy to run and sap the telly?
Exactly, unless they walk all the way around.
It's possible. It's gonna take them like 3 minutes.
Yeah, if they really want to be a goblin and go for it, then they can, I guess, but...
Is that like a viable play?
Not
Okay,
really.
let's see this Vera spot.
Oh hell no, he got the Banny config on.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's yeah. I guess you can. I don't know. It's not really too different from the crates, though. Especially like on things with like I don't know. There's not really. I just don't really see any time that could really be applicable. I guess it's a nice hiding spot just for call out.
If the medic runs through, I guess you could stab him, but that's like unlikely. It's just
But you could also do that from crates.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's a nice hiding spot. Alright. Back to defense. Spy, honestly, I think you're better off mostly just going cloak and dagger and giving callouts.
Okay.
You can be right on top of the cock right here.
Okay.
All day on cock.
I guess I'm on cock. Okay.
All day.
Non-stop
Yeah.
cock. That's what it's about.
Brad the cock.
Real.
But basically just giving callouts for where the enemy combo is going. It's really helpful.
Not the enemy team realizes I'm on cock.
I'm on cock.
Spy
Um,
Oh my
if
god.
they Uber into you, try just solo use on your pyro. You can have demo in it to some extent as well. Although obviously it kind of depends on how far out their Uber is. Demo, keep in mind that your life is very, very important on last here. So it's you really shouldn't die. Because the thing is, demo, you also remember you are the main cart watcher on this point. Because everyone else has to drop down, but you have the arc of your stickies, so you can hit it from both sides. No other class can do that, so it's really important that you as demo stay alive and use stickies for killing people on cart. If cart is really close, you can send your heavy to drop down, just sit like on it right here, and then just use Fist of Steel, and just pray that basically just do that to delay as long as possible. I guess that's pretty much it. If you see that their combo's like going hallway or whatever, try to rotate to meet them. And ideally you can even use like, your pyro Uber through here. Or if you expect them, I remember in preseason this happened, we had we knew that the enemy team was going to be doing an Uber through this underbit here. So what we did is when I called that their combo was starting to walk in, we had our medic and pyro rotate over here, and we used through here right when they used as well, and then we just shoved them in this doorway and they couldn't do anything. They had the worst Uber I've ever seen on this point. So just rotating to match their combo wherever they're going is really important, and then just using on your pyro to air blast them and stuff them back. Does that all make sense?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, we are, soldier.
Alright. Any other questions for last?
Nope.
Any other questions for Swiftwater in general?
I have one question. Is that thing you're gonna send me, does that cover the points for every of the spots for every point?
It should.
Okay.
Here, since we're like mostly done now, I'll give you a quick NG breakdown.
Okay,
Basically, do your. What's up?
One question.
Yeah,
When does Swiftwater stop being bad?
It doesn't.
Fair.
Aww.
Didn't you say Swiftwater was fun at the start of this review?
It can
I thought it was snake water, honestly.
Swiftwater's amazing. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I may or may not.
Fuck you, Sniper Man.
Well, I played this map back when I played Spy competitively. It was awesome. I trick stabbed the pyro.
Fuck you, pick class, man.
I may or may not have fallen asleep after you finished second.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
I'm tired.
Video, don't worry.
His ass is not paying attention during reviews.
His ass is not
Just
reading.
with a calming voice. I'm sorry. I passed out.
Dorothy, just go back and watch the map review later.
God damn, motherfucker's gonna put it on during his bedtime fucking story.
Papa,
Okay, actually, fuck, I'm just gonna show you the.
Today I'm just going to be teaching you how to set up on Swiftwater.
Well,
Papa,
look, most
I
of
need
this,
a bedtime
most of
story.
this isn't. Most
Papa,
of this
can you
doesn't
read me a
matter
map
to me.
review?
I knew.
Dad, can you give us a map review to fall asleep tonight?
Oh.
They had.
Having trouble putting your children
Mom,
to sleep.
can you cover upward? I can't sleep.
God, I hate all of you.
Okay, look at the video I sent in general.
I'm sorry I'm so Betty by pilled. God.
He is napping for real.
He is the goer to bed.
Here's the sleepy.
The only difference between the one in the video and what you should do is putting the telly on the other side, on the exit side.
This video is a lot shorter than I expected to. Also, why is it like that?
Or at the resolution?
It looks like I'm squinting.
The bloom is so high. What the hell?
Yeah, it's very bright, but also low res.
Alright, well in that case, since I don't think we have anything else, I'm going to stop recording.
You've got
Goodbye, Redditors. Goodbye, Redditors.
You got the sleep discussion and
the sleepy. Okay.